G'day, welcome back. So, here in Japan, it's been a whirlwind tour. I've been here just over 2 days now. Seen some amazing sights, but here in a Tajima Kobe beef farm in the Hyogo province, so about an hour from Kyoto. And yeah, so they have about 1,000 cows here, and they go right the way through from calves up to slaughter. So we went and saw slaughtering the carcasses that they'd slaughtered yesterday in Kyoto, and just amazing. So just some real similarities from back home, but some real differences too. So pretty envious of the shelter that they've got. You know, on days like this when it's raining, you always wish to could provide more for your animals, and yeah, where sometimes when it's nice and sunny, it's stuck in there, it'll be pretty hot and miserable. But yeah, some pretty cool stuff going on here. Just saying before, their biggest risk to their whole business is they import pretty much all of their feed from America. So price of feed and then actually being able to source it. So that's something that they're very cautious about, and with increased prices across the world for everything, yeah, it's certainly getting tougher and tougher, even for these guys at the top high end of Wagyu Tajima production here in Japan. So one of the whole reasons for coming over here was to check out this farm, and they are doing a trial with the Manaulu, so the same as what we're doing at home with the ram lambs that I've already showed you on previous videos. So we were straight into it. As soon as we got there, I already told them that I was bringing over a tube feeder from New Zealand. So this one here, a friend of ours, a guy I went to university with, him and his wife developed it, and since sold that company to Shoof. So yeah, here I am using it. They're pretty interested to see how it went. So it's a lot like what they were doing, just with a thicker tube and a bigger bottle. Yeah, maybe a wee bit safer than what they were doing. But yeah, straight into it. And so what we're feeding here is a combination of colostrum, which actually comes from Westland, and Manaulu mixed in. So that's why it looks a wee bit purple, and it's pretty thick, this stuff. So going forward, they probably could water it down just slightly, make it flow a bit easier. But all the calves, as soon as they're born, get a one dose of this stuff, just to make sure that immunity is there, antibodies are there. Because what I've learned is the Tajima breed is quite weak. They used to lose about 30% of the Tajima or Wagyu calves just due to being weak when they were born. But since they've been using this colostrum Manaulu mix, they've lost none, which is pretty impressive, pretty cool product. So as you go through this video, you'll hear quite a bit about the Tajima or Kingai. So Tajima is a Wagyu kind of breed that is only found in this Hyogo province in the Kyoto region. So it's very, very special to them, very unique, and it commands a very high price. So you'll see a sale that we go to later on in the video that yeah, they were all Tajima calves, and then they're pretty expensive. And then the Kingai is just a general term for anything that is Wagyu, but it's not Tajima. So most of their calves are Kingai, most of their cows and stuff that they produce are Kingai, but they don't command as high a price.
So this is to commemorate the grand opening for this farm by Takami Senior, the founder of this farm. You can see it says Showa 62年, so Showa area 62, so you just said 25, so 87. So this farm was opened in 1987.
Oh wow, yeah.
June.
It's been around a long time.
Yeah.
So down here with the cows and the calves, so most of these have calved. On this side here, there's still to calve, and They come down here with about 2-3 weeks left to go.
About 2-3 weeks.
Left before they calve, so
Yeah.
then they're in the spot for that long period of time. Yeah, but they're getting their hay at the moment. Yeah, and they've got their little. I'll show you this one. Little water thing. So they just push on the black piece there.
Yeah, with their chin.
With their chin, and it gives them water, so they're all used to that. And then the calves over here got the little heat lamp, keep him warm. So they're all parked up under the heat lamp, which is really quite a nice wee place to be in the winter.
And they stay with the mother after birth for about 2 weeks or so.
Yep.
Yeah, and if they're Tajima breed, then they can extend a little longer.
Oh, yep.
This one's due. Oh, it's pretty due.
This one's due on the 13th.
Yesterday, right?
Yesterday, so any minute now.
But if the mother cow hasn't calved after around 10 days after the due date, we get the doctor to come in to inject something. Yeah, to fasten the process up.
So you can induce them.
Within 36 hours.
Yeah, so they'll calve
Yeah.
within 36 hours.
Exactly.
See, that process is banned in New Zealand.
Oh, it's
We're not allowed to induce cows anymore. Yeah. So this is the calf that we fed the colostrum to with our feeder. Just as soon as I got here, pretty much. Yeah. So I see she's still got her placenta. So that's one question I'll have to ask is about retained placenta and what they do. What they do about that? Do they just naturally let them kind of fall out? You know, or do they? Interesting. Right, one question for them. Hey, buddy. And as the question for the retained placenta, they have probably about 50% come out on their own, 50% is a retained placenta, so they get the vet in and he helps pull them out. Sounds like a lot of stuff here is controlled by the vet or controlled by the state, so yeah, they get the vet in quite a lot to do a fair bit of work. He's probably here every day, or most days. Nice warm little spot for them. Yeah. So once the calves are about 2 months old, they get taken off mum and then they come into these hatches. So these are all Tajima calves. Oh no, ones with 3 dots are Tajima calves. What type of calves are these? They're not Tajima. Oh, they are Tajima.
If they have 3 holes in the pink tag, that's Tajima.
But they
this
don't-
one doesn't have the 3
No.
holes. So it's Kengai, meaning from other prefectures.
Kengo meaning brought in
Yeah.
calves
From other prefectures.
from other prefectures.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
So
Kengais tend to be bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Than the Tajima. Yeah. So how long will they stay in here in these hatches for?
2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it also depends on space, if there's any space in the next step of the procedure.
Yeah.
Yeah. More or less 2 months.
Nice place today.
Yeah. It has a birthday too, January the 24th.
Oh yeah. So this was this was born January 24th, and it's got the 3 dots, 3 holes in the tag. So this is a Tajima calf, and pink means it was born here, and then the yellow tag is it has been registered with. Is it Japan Agriculture?
Yeah.
It's like the overarching. So it's like Nate in New Zealand. So once they're registered, they get a yellow tag. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got his wee jacket on.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. So this is the next step in the process is once they graduate from the hatches, like the little blue hatches over there, they come into these pens, so there'll be 2 or 3 in a pen, and then they stay in here for another few months. They get fed just pretty much all they can eat ad lib. They're still getting milk, and then so these ones down here are on the bigger end of these pens, so they're pretty well ready to go over to the next shed, which is the teenager shed. As they get older, so they'd be, what would you say, 7 months old?
These guys are about 7 months old. And generally we would keep them in the teenager shed for until maybe the 8th month.
Oh, but you said that it's just a bit too full over there at the moment.
So they're stationed here.
That's why they're here.
You can see they're much bigger than the others.
So these are this is the final stage for what they call the meat cows. So the ones that are due to be slaughtered or on their way once they've reached a certain weight or a certain age. So then they get a different feed, just to try and get that marbling through, and then as they progress down, they just get bigger and bigger, don't they?
Fattening.
And then, so when they get slaughtered, how old are they normally? 30? Was it 30?
Yeah, around 30.
30 months old. And around that 800 odd kilos, depending on how.
About 800 kilos. That would be considered a good one. But we have one down there that's about 900.
900. They're big boys because they're not huge, framey animals. They don't stand very tall.
No.
But they've just got the condition. They're filling up the feed cart from the silo. Automatically comes through. Feed comes around 4 times a day. Pretty cool. Runs it down onto the conveyor.
German technology.
German.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Feed Master. There you go.
Best beef is the name of the.
Oh yeah, best beef. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the wheat.
Oh yeah. Just looks like porridge.
They're doing it twice a day now.
Twice a day.
Yeah.
で1日に8キロ食べるんですけど、その2回動くから、まあ単純計算で2キロ、4キロですね。1回で落ちる4キロ。
これは片一方だけで全部ないやん。
え、無理。
あ、無理。
最後自分らでやるから無理だけど。
あ、設定したんだ。
そうですね。
パン凍らせるかも。
7時半。
草壁が発狂しようかな。
じゃあ
今日休み。
休みか。
もうやめといた方がいいかも。
予想は
熟々っすよ。
ああ、そうやな。予想はじゃあなんで見に
来たわ。何しに行くの？
いや、なんか他の高め牧場。
Big boy. So they're cleaned out once a month. These stalls.
Have a company take everything away.
Oh okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they use it for, fertilizer
Oh yeah.
and whatnot.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So do they buy that? Do they sell it to them, or is it just a byproduct?
So we pay them to take it away.
Oh okay.
Yeah. 自分たちが払って取ってもらってる。
And then they value add, and sell it on to someone else.
で、その買い取る会社いるんじゃないですか。そこはまた転売してるんですよね。From there. They sell to customers, yeah. Yeah, for like fertilizer. 野菜の yeah, for vegetables.
So we were just talking about numbers they've got on this farm. So they've got 400 on this farm. They've got 800 in total, 400 on this farm. And of those 400, 200 are meat cows, so like these guys here, that are destined for slaughter. And the other 200 are either breeding females, calves, or coming up through the ranks, replacements. And then they've got 2 other finishing farms pretty much, so they're both meat cow finishing farms. One has 300 and one has 100. So it's that's kind of makeup of what these guys have got here.
So here they have about 100 meat cows.
Oh, yep. Yep. So what, this was Yoto Farm?
Yep.
Yeah, so one of the finishing farms, part of the Takami Empire.
It's the buckets.
A lot simpler system.
Yeah.
So they use same sort of feeds, but they're just doing a trial here on some using some more soybean meal about growth rates and finishing. So interesting to see what happens there. Yeah.
It's kind of a sweet smell.
Yeah.
A bit tangy.
Yeah. Tangy, kind of sweet molassesy type. Not, yeah.
Kind of vinegary almost.
Yeah, so it's fermented, so it's like baleage, but it's, yeah, made out of pineapples. Smells good.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried eating some?
No, but I'm tempted.
So these are the new additions to the farm. They've just arrived from the breeding farm. So there's 10 in here, there. And they'll go through the process here for the next 18 months or so. Yeah, they're getting fed the same kind of feed as they do on the other farm. So the Timothy hay and all the other concentrates. Looking pretty good. So the next farm we went to was a farm called Kita, and it was the next finishing farm. So they had about 300 finishing meat cattle here. So there were mostly Kengai cattle in this farm. They had about 15% Tajima here as well. And this was right next door to the effluent processing facility, so which was quite good. So this is where they produce most of the effluent with the bigger number of large animals. So it's pretty good to have that processing facility right there. This farm is about 20 years old. So they've purpose built, so it's pretty nicely set up. But big barns, nice feeding troughs, easy to clean out. Yeah, it's pretty slick set up, this one. So this is what we came here for, Wagyu A5. This is at the processing facility in Kyoto that we went and saw just before we visited the farm. So all of the farming, all of the production leads up to this. So if you didn't know, there's 5 grades of Wagyu, so A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. There's B grades, there's C grades, and then out of A5, A4 and A5, there's 12 subgrades. So generally they don't talk about grade 1 or 2, so generally it's A5 3 to A5 12. So join me in the next exciting episode where we discuss the registration process for the heifers, and it's fascinating. And then we're also going to go into some feed and the economics, bit of the economics, and then we visit the calf sale as well. So action-packed next video. Stay tuned.